Well, very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Radom in Poland. It is Basketball Champions League night here, the final round of matches in the regular season. And the final game from Group C, coming to you here from Poland tonight, is Rosa Radom against Petrol Olimpija. Well, these two sides know that they are not going to take any further part in this competition. They're going to finish 8th and 7th, respectively, in this group. Hasn't been the successful campaign that they would have hoped for. No chance of making the FIBA Europe Cup either. Remember, 5th and 6th place in this group will take those positions. Because of the way things have gone for them so far, neither of these sides are going to be able to achieve that. All the other games from this group being played at the same time. Venezia against Estudiantes, AEK Athens against Medi Beirut, and Banvit taking on Strasbourg. Lots of permutations there. Banvit are already through to the knockout phase. Everything else is just a little bit uncertain as it stands. It'll be a fascinating end to the group. Sadly, these two teams playing for pride alone. A couple of minutes away from getting started. This is how the table looks at the moment. Just look how tight it is between 2nd and 6th. Just 1 point separating those 5 teams. Olimpija will definitely finish 7th, and Rosa Radom will definitely finish bottom. They're looking for only their 2nd win in the regular season. So Rosa Radom, who got the better of Antwerp in the final qualifying round in order to secure a place in the regular season. Coming up against the Petrol Olimpija side, who qualified directly for the regular season as the Slovenian champions, and this is their roster. Coach Zoran Martic leading the way, of course. Devin Oliver, Jordan Morgan, and Gregor Hrovat have been some of the key players in the campaign so far this year. They have a 4-9 record coming into this final group game. Slightly disappointing campaign, although it has been an extremely tough group, and they have at least competed. It's only their recent form really that has cost them the opportunity to make it through. As we have a look at Rosa's roster as well: Kevin Punter, Patrick Auda, Mikhail Sokolovsky, and Ryan Harrow, the players to keep an eye out for here today. Although it has been a struggle for Rosa Radom. Just one win, as I mentioned, in the regular season. That was a 1-point win here against Banvit back in week 5. So it's 8 defeats in a row since then. Last week they were beaten away at Strasbourg. They lost by 17 points in the end, 98-81. Came close in a couple of the other regular season games. They went to overtime away at AEK Athens and away to Venezia. Ended up losing both of those games, though. They've struggled a little bit in the Polish league as well. They've lost their last 3 domestic games and currently in 11th place. And they're going to finish bottom of their group, just as they did in the last season's Basketball Champions League. And they could only manage a 3-11 record in the group phase. It's going to be a worse record than that this time around for Wojciech Kaminski's side. But they will hope to secure at least their 2nd win and go out on a high here against an Olimpija side who have a 4-9 record, as I mentioned. A couple of home wins against Rosa Radom, of course, in the reverse fixture, and Strasbourg, and they also managed away wins at Estudiantes and Medi Beirut, so they've held their own at times in this group, just haven't been able to find that consistency. They have lost the last 3 in a row. Last week it was AEK Athens who beat them by 9 points, 80-71. It was a home game for Olimpija. Two of their wins were 1-point victories against Strasbourg at home and away at Medi Beirut. They can't go up or down. Even if they do win tonight, securing their 5th win, they'll still stay in 7th place. So it's the end of their involvement in this competition and in the FIBA Europe Cup. They won't qualify for that either. And they've just gone through a little rough patch in the Slovenian league as well, losing 2 of their last 3 domestic games. Still sit in 3rd place in a reasonable position. But their first ever season in the Basketball Champions League is set to end in disappointment. With the hope, of course, that they can get the victory to end on a high. They did win when the 2 sides met earlier in the campaign. In the reverse fixture back in week 7, Olimpija winning by 80 points to 72. In that home victory, it was all square at the end of the first quarter. Olimpija then opened up a 9-point lead and never really looked back after that. They ended up winning it by 8. And it turned out to be their biggest win of the campaign so far. They'll get the chance perhaps to record a bigger win tonight. A 5-9 record would be a fairly respectable one given the strength of this group and the competitive nature of it. It was always going to be difficult for both of these sides. Rosa Radom rather surprisingly getting their only win so far against Banvit, who are the only team guaranteed a place in the next phase of the Basketball Champions League from this group. Rather surprising success, you'd have to say, given that they've struggled in virtually all of the other games. It was a really tight game as well. They won it by 49 points to 48, very low scoring. Here's your refereeing team for tonight. France, Slovakia and the Czech Republic, led by Nicolas Maestre. We're still a couple of minutes away from tip-off here in Poland. Eight defeats in a row in this competition. And this is the starting 5 for Petrol Olimpija. Jordan Morgan and Gregor Hrovat amongst the starting 5 there. 2 key players for Olimpija in this campaign. Hrovat averaging around about 28 minutes per game. Averaging 11.3 points, one of the highest. Morgan averages 15.5. There's Zoran Matic, the 52-year-old Slovenian who returned to the club this year as coach, 21 years after his first spell as coach ended. And his last job was coaching in Poland for Trefl Sopot. And he's up against Butcher Kaminski. He's been in charge of Rosa Radom since 2013. He was an assistant coach of the national team for a short time as well. Here is Rosa Radom's starting 5. Ryan Harrow, Kevin Punter, Patrick Gouda, all key players. Ryan Harrow is one that perhaps hasn't quite lived up to his reputation so far in this competition. He's certainly a handful though on his day. He can give any side all kinds of problems. Butcher Kaminski. We'll have seen some decent signs in some of the games in this tournament so far, but ultimately they've just come up a little bit short. Worth emphasising just how tough this group is. And the fact that there are 5 teams battling it out for 3 spots tonight in the next phase tells you just about everything you need to know. So can Olimpija make it a double with Rosa Radom, or can the Polish side secure only their 2nd win in the regular season and go out on a relative high? Some of their performances over the course of this regular season have merited perhaps more than they've achieved. Probably deserve to win 1 or 2 more games than they actually have. As I mentioned, a couple went to overtime. Just weren't able to get over the line. Can they do that tonight? We're just about ready to get underway here in Poland. It is the final round of games in Group C in the Basketball Champions League regular season. for this group at least, ends tonight. And straight away, here's the Slovenians looking for the first score of the game. Rebound easily claimed there. Rosa looking for a bright start. Hook shot. No good there from Fraser. Olimpija in possession. Yeah, with Span. Turnover here. Punter. Fraser trying to make it count in the end, but he just lost control of the ball. It's another turnover. Still waiting for the first points here in Poland. 8.5 on the clock. This is Ryan Harrow. Certainly be an awkward customer for Petrol Olimpija to deal with, but he's given that one away. And Robat looking for the pass here, and this time the finish doesn't go. And a fast break is on for the hosts. Here is Harrow, and he won't miss from there, surely. Ryan Harrow gets us up and running. Fast break here from the Poles, and eventually we have our first points of the night. A little over 2 minutes gone. Goes the three-point attempt in response from Badzim. Olimpija take the lead. Great response from the Slovenian champions. Punter's pass was a rather loose one. He got away with it in the end. Just looking to pick out Harrow over on that far side. It's a pretty wayward pass in truth. Came off an Olimpija hand. Floated up here and then back by Petrol Olimpija, but the bounce pass was an awkward one for Span. Just not quite finding their rhythm just yet in these early stages, either side really. This is Auda. Here's Harrow. Pjekovic. From the corner, it's no good. An easy claim in the end for Badzim. Dubnik, and then the foul is drawn, and the three-point play possibility for Morgan. Always such a key man for this side. Jordan Morgan. Great bit of play. First time we've really seen him spring into life in these early stages. He adds the extra point as well, so it's a 6-point lead, or 6-2 lead, I should say, for Olimpija here. 6 points in a row without reply so far. Here is Harrow. Punter to take his time and go for the three, and he makes it. And Kevin Punter's off the mark. Great response. Loose pass from Hrovat. Quite a few early turnovers here from both teams. Olimpija in particularly struggling to find their rhythm in these early stages. Here is Harrow. Now Punter and Piekovic. Punter for another three-point attempt. It's another good one from Kevin Punter. Back-to-back threes. And Rosa Radom certainly finding their stride now. To the corner here as Olimpija look to respond. Big three-point attempt is good from Bacim. We've had 2 3-pointers and a 3-point play so far from Olimpija in this first quarter. And the points might just start to run a little more freely here. Here is Piekovic. Foul's been called here. I think it was Morgan and Frazier who were tussling. Morgan drawing the foul. Olimpija still have their 1-point advantage. Pass inside here to Morgan. It's loose and one back. And this is Harrow. Ball's loose and despite the best efforts there of Zaitsev, the ball just trickles away. Over 5 minutes gone in the first quarter here. Olimpija up by 1. Plenty of turnovers in the early stages here. Span goes for it. Morgan underneath it, and Morgan puts it away. Points so far for Jordan Morgan here. It's Punter into Harrow. Goes for the 3 from the corner. It's no good. Claimed by Morgan again. Slightly slow start from Olimpija, but get the impression they are turning it up a notch now. Span. Oh, great pass and a composed finish. Hrovat making no mistake. Just waited for Punter to jump over the top of him and then he put it away. Buknic making way. Oliver getting his first taste of the action. The key man for them, Devin Oliver. 3-point attempt here, no good. From Patrick Auda. Morgan. Still Morgan. Not this time. Rebound claimed here by Szymkiewicz. Patrick Auda and Piekovic. Zaitsev, and that's good. It's another 3 for Kevin Punter. That's 3 in a row he's hit from downtown. Points on the board for him. Top scorer in the game as Olimpija look to respond here. Bacim. Rebound claimed by Punter. Goes it alone. Foul drawn by Patrick Auda. How about penalised? Szymkiewicz has to hand it off to Auda, who just about managed to hold on. Couldn't quite spin and finish it. Oliver picking out battle. When it comes to battle again, who goes for the three? Comes to Morgan. Pass intercepted there. And Punter's going to go all the way and throw it down to move into double digits and tie the game at 13. All on his own. Kevin Punter started this game really well. There's Oliver. Comes inside and goes for it. Morgan. Going to put it back. Couldn't get it to go. Another chance for the three. No foul there. Rebound is claimed by Rosa. Bojanovski with it, and now it's Zaitsev spinning and hooking and missing. Claimed by Morgan. Well, this game was tied at 10 apiece in the reverse fixture earlier in the season at the end of the first quarter. Tied at the moment with just over a minute left, but there's a three-point attempt from the far side claimed by Szymkiewicz on the rebound. Szymkiewicz, nice little no-look pass to the corner, and the three-point attempt was just a little short there from Bojanovski. And Szymkiewicz, Punter. Szymkiewicz trying to force his way through and draws the foul. It's Taylor Battle who's been penalised. And about 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tight game as it stands. Szymkiewicz, a little fake and then goes up and puts it in. Lovely play that from Szymkiewicz, his first points of the night. Rosa take a 2-point lead. Battle. Done well to get it out wide, and Oliver then goes for the three. He misses. Time almost up here at the end of the first quarter. Ball's loose. And the time is up for the first here. Rosa Radom will be relatively happy with that first 10-minute period. It's a narrow lead, 15 points to 13. Kevin Punter leading the way, 11 points for him. Started really, really well. Can they keep it up? Can they get that second win of the regular season? It's a long way away here from the end of the clash, but it was just about the perfect 10 minutes for the home side, given what they've been through this season. Olimpija started slowly, and they have shown signs of recovery in that first quarter. Well, Kevin Punter, no doubt the star of that first quarter. Batsiam has done a decent job as well for the visiting team. 6 points, a couple of rebounds for him. was this man, Kevin Punter, whose long-range shooting has been really quite exceptional in the first quarter here. Four from 6 from the field for him so far. Kevin Punter into double figures already. Zaitsev goes for the 3 straight away to try and increase that advantage. There's so much time here, and it's an easy one for Zegzula. And he was given the freedom of that side of the court there. Size up his attempt and drain it from distance. Sanon's been called upon here for Olimpija. Number 30 is over on the far side. There's Oliver looking for a way through. Drew the foul in the end. Szymkiewicz. Szymkiewicz again, getting it back from Zegzula. Zaitsev. Just the foul from Oliver. Fraser. Szymkiewicz. Zaitsev, the Ukrainian. Now Zegzula goes for the long 2. Can't get it to go, but it's an easy rebound for Bojanovski, but he couldn't finish it off. Robert. Now Oliver. Oliver again. Drifts past Fraser, but then missed a relatively easy layup there. It's just not happening here at the start of the second quarter for Olimpija. Down by 5 here, 18-13 the score. Zaitsev with the 3, it's good. And Rosa pulling away. 8-point lead. Another successful 3-point attempt here from the home side. From 11 from long range for Rosa Radom. Timeout has been called here for the first time in the game. 8-point lead for the Polish side, who are propping up Group C, looking for only their second win in this season's Basketball Champions League.
If you're not open, pick and roll.
Petrol Olimpija haven't been able to add any points to the tally so far in the second quarter. It's gone from a 2-point lead to an 8-point lead for the Polish side. Slight delay here. Clearly something has happened, which means we've got a little bit of a delay here. Medical services have been called, not quite sure what for at the moment. They are ready to resume. Rosa with an 8-point lead. Fraser's pass just a little too far ahead of Bojanovski. And 14 turnovers so far in the game. They're still looking for their first points in this second quarter as Battle goes for the three and it's missed. Szymkiewicz with the easy rebound. There he is again. Got the pass out to Bojanovski. Here's Zaitsev. Zaitsev this time with the slightly loose pass, although Fraser slipped rather unfortunately. Battle. Oliver. Oh, lovely pass and an easy finish for Span. It was Oliver's vision there that created that opportunity. A couple more points on the board for Olimpija. Struggled a little bit in these early stages. There's Zaitsev. The foul has been drawn there by Zaitsev. Span penalised. So Zaitsev will go to the line here for some free throws. And there it is, 2 from 2. 8-point lead restored. Which Kaminski will be reasonably happy at this stage. Battle. Oliver. Span draws the foul this time. Zegzua penalised. This is Sanon. Now Battle. Back to Sanon. Kicks it out to Battle again. It comes inside. Little no-look pass. Sanon couldn't quite finish. Nice play from Taylor Battle. Just didn't quite have the finish there from his teammate. This is Ryan Harrow. Still Harrow. Looking for the options here. It's Zaitsev and Harrow again. 5 on the shot clock. And puts it up and misses. And Sanon then with the rebound. And does well to compose himself and get the pass away. Here's Battle. And this is Oliver. Back out to Battle. Nice ball rotation here from the visiting side. The pass from Morgan doesn't quite go to plan. It was really well worked up until that moment from the visiting team. Fraser back on court here for Rosa Radom. Not just yet, he's waiting to come back on. He'll sit down again in the end, and here are the Polish side, who have just increased their lead. Double-digit lead now. Szymanski making quite the introduction. Just inside the arc there, but it is a 10-point advantage. Morgan. This is his attempt. They really have struggled in this second quarter so far. Halfway through it, they've only got a couple of points on the board as Zegzhiwa goes for the three. Comes back to him again. Now Harrow. Zaitsev lines up the three. It's no good. Taylor battle. Bubnic. Span. Back to Bubnic. The long two is no good. Morgan's underneath it though, and he finishes. 7 points. 7 rebounds for Morgan. Zaitsev puts it up, no good. Span floats it up. Oh, it just lacked the finish. It's a great pass. Bubnic went flying after it. Just didn't quite get control of that, did he? Szymanski got a block of sorts on it. I think the ball had slipped out of Bubnic's hands. Now from the corner for three, that's good. Olimpija needed that. And back to within 5 here. Span from the corner. (25-20). Olimpia's third three of the night. This is Punter, who's been scoring freely, and he adds 2 more. Kevin Punter onto 13 points. Reintroduction. Straight away, back on the scoreboard again. Five from 7 from the field so far for Punter, including those 3 three-point attempts. As Span puts up another 3. Morgan with yet another rebound, and he draws the foul. Morgan, who's had really bright spells in this game, is having another one at the moment. Playing the rebound here is 8th. And then making the 2, drawing the foul. He'll go to the line to move into double digits, which he's failed to do. So no three-point play this time. It's still a 5-point lead for Rosa Radom inside the final 3 minutes of the second quarter. Here is Punter. Move the ball quickly here. Oh, what a great finish that is from Patrick Auda. How about this for a little reverse? 7-point lead restored for Rosa Radom. Battle looking to go through, and he makes it, despite the attention from Punter. Battle off the mark now. So Olimpija cut the gap back down to 5. Punter. And Harrow. Twisting and turning inside, missing the 2-point attempt. He'll go again. Still got it here with Patrick Auda. And Auda draws the foul. Great play by Patrick Auda. Three-point play possibility here. Making that shot superbly. 7-point lead for Rosa Radom with 2 minutes left in the first half. Nails it there. There's Patrick Auda. Morgan. To Sanon for three. It's good. Great response again from Olimpija. Immediately make it a 5-point game once again. Staying in touch here with the home side. Here is Harrow. Auda. Sienkiewicz. To Patrick Auda. Pass inside, and in it goes from Szymanski. Doubles his tally, and the considerable pressure from Morgan there, just floated it over the top of the big man. Points from the bench so far for Rosa Radom tonight. Battle now finds Oliver, who misses his three-point attempt. Sanon following up, and he gets two more. Again to keep Olimpija in touch here. Pretty even contest all in all. Slightly better long-range shooting from Rosa Radom. There's nearly another example of it there. It's been turned over. Punter for three. Rather short there from Kevin Punter. It's been pretty good from that kind of range so far tonight. Sanon. Now Span. Into Morgan. Goal interference. So that'll go down as two more for Morgan. 11 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds so far for Jordan Morgan. Was on its way in. Final few seconds of the first half here. Punter. No space to work with, but he's done really well. Floats it up. Well, it would have been superb from Kevin Punter. Doesn't quite get it to go. So it is just a 3-point lead in the end for Rosa Radom. Olimpija coming back towards the end of that second quarter. Still playing with plenty of pride here. Qualification for the next phase not possible for either team. And Rosa Radom going in search of only their second win of the regular season. Olimpija looking to end on a high in their first ever Basketball Champions League campaign. Can they record their 5th win of the season? Well, they're going to have to turn this around. They're only 3 points behind though. Started the second quarter slowly. Gradually worked their way back into it. It's all beautifully poised really for the start of the second half. Rosa Radom 34. Petrol Olimpija 31. 10 turnovers from Olimpija in that first half. Kevin Punter leading the way in terms of point scoring for Rosa with 13. Morgan has been the star man for Olimpija, 11 points, 8 rebounds and an assist. Span has had a decent game as well, 5 points, 3 assists for him. To play for as far as this game is concerned. Rosa Radom will be desperate to end the season, giving their home supporter something to cheer about. What has been a very difficult group for both of these teams really. Petrol Olimpija has certainly struggled to get going. Thanks to Morgan in particular. They've managed to stay in touch and stay close. Kevin Punter has been the main man at various times during this first half for Rosa Radom. 13 points for him. Can he, Ryan Harrow and co, guide his team to only the second win in the regular season? We'll be back in a few minutes' time for the start of the second half here. Rosa Radom leading Petrol Olimpija by 34 points to 31. Well, welcome back to Radom in Poland. Second half of this final game in Group C will be getting underway in just a couple of minutes' time. Rosa Radom will finish bottom of this group table, regardless of what happens here, up against a side who will definitely finish in 7th place, Petrol Olimpija. It's the home team who lead by 3 as it stands, 34-31. Kevin Punter's been the standout performer so far for the home side, 13 points for him, including 3 3-pointers. For Petrol Olimpija, it's been Morgan who's had the biggest impact. A little bit of a patchy display from him overall, but Jordan Morgan with 11 points, 8 rebounds. The patches of the game in which he's been good, he's been very, very good. If he has a good second half, then Rosa Radom could find themselves in trouble. A decent contribution from Jan Span, as well as Badjim as well in certain sections of that first half. You certainly get the impression that Zoran Matic will be wanting a lot more from his team in this second half. Just about ready to get underway. In the second half, Rosa Radom in the white, Petrol Olimpija in the green and black. Remember, they won 4 of their previous 13 in the regular season. Not enough to be challenging for a top 4 spot on the final day here. Given a decent account of themselves at times during this regular season, but it has been a tough group. It's been a very competitive one, as the battle for those top 4 spots tonight suggests. 5 teams all in with a chance of joining Banvit in the next phase. Lots of different permutations and possibilities depending on what happens elsewhere. Sadly for these 2 teams, it is just about finishing the season strongly. Rosa with just the 1 win all season. Victory here against Banvit, who have topped the group. Rosa Olympia here looking to get the early points on the board. Took them a while to get going. Both quarters actually. In the first half, they started both slowly. Gradually built their way into the game. Span goes for the 3-pointer, which would have tied things up early on in the third quarter here. Morgan wrestling it free. Shannon lays it up and in off the glass. Shannon with another 2 to his tally. Olimpija back to within a single point of the home side. Pjekovic finds Auda. Here is Punter, who can shoot from distance. Not this time, though. Morgan claims it again. Only a matter of time before Morgan got his double-double, and he has it now, 11 points and 10 rebounds. Patrick Auda wins it back here for Rosa Radom. Pjekovic. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts it up and in. I think he was just inside the arc there. Toe on the line. That's the first points on the board in this second half for the hosts. 8-point deficit restored, and then wiped down to 1 again by Oliver. His first point of the night. Missed a few opportunities in the first half. He's been one of the key players for Olimpija in this tournament so far. Haven't really seen the best of him tonight. Here comes Auda. It's a big rejection from Morgan. The foul is called. It's going to be 2 free throws. Went for the big block there, Jordan Morgan. Auda misses the first one. He gets the second one to go, so it's a 2-point lead. 2 from 3 from the line for Patrick Auda tonight. Here's Morgan. Started the second half well. He's got 2 more points. And Olimpija tie the game. 37 apiece. 6 from 9 on the field for Morgan as Auda gets another 2 to his personal tally. Morgan. Sanon floats it up, misses, and Fraser claims the rebound. There's one back by Oliver. And 2-point attempts no good. Oliver claims the rebound, and then Fraser denies him with a block. And pass intercepted by Span. Slightly sloppy from both teams here as the foul is called. Pjekovic penalised. Oliver puts it up, doesn't get it to go, and Fraser almost came away with it. Šimkiewicz, now Pjekovic. Punter. And the bounce pass, and the finish wasn't quite there, and Sanon claims the rebound. Just lost a little bit of rhythm in this third quarter so far, Rosa Radom. Not quite as effective as they did in the first half. Still leading by 2. Šimkiewicz spinning away and laying it up and in. It's a great little finish. Doubles his tally for the night, doubles the lead as well for Rosa Radom. Here's Sanon. Well, they lost his way there. Felt that he'd drawn the foul. Didn't seem to be too much wrong with that. Referee, I think, made the right call. Auda. Šimkiewicz. Pjekovic back to Šimkiewicz again. Fraser. Look for Punter. He's got to get the shot away in time. He does. Morgan claims yet another rebound. Who's going to be the man to get his side the victory if they do come out on top here, as they're in search of another 2 to cut the deficit. Just past the midway point in this third quarter now. Still a 4-point lead for Rosa Radom. Relatively low scoring third quarter so far. Battle is on for Olimpija. We're in number 12. Morgan, as though he'd lost it there, and it's come to nothing for Petrol Olimpija. Butcher Kaminsky will be desperate for his side to get another win in this competition. Sienkiewicz making good progress here. And getting the pass away to Fraser, who throws it down. Well, he just waited for the right moment, Fraser. Nice little handoff there. Fraser with the finish. Standing jump. As Olimpija respond with 2 more of their own. Rovat getting a couple on the board, and it's back to a 4-point game again. Fraser and Sienkiewicz for the pass inside again. Goes instead to Kevin Punter. He looks to float one up. Fraser following up. Couldn't quite claim it. It's with Jan Span. Span with a pass to Morgan. Morgan into the corner, and it's no good from Oliver. An easy one for Auda to claim. Sienkiewicz just got a little touch there from Battle. He managed to steer. Now Battle gets it back from Morgan. Oh, and thrown down in style by Oliver. Morgan, Battle and Oliver combining really well here. And the best plays of the night from Olimpija. Fast break resulting just a 2-point lead now for Rosa Radom. Sienkiewicz looking for the way through. He's drawn the foul. It's Oliver who's drawn the foul. It's great play there to deny Auda, and the fast break is on again. Foul is called. Bojanovski penalised. Dubnic not happy with the call. It's Punter who's been penalised. The Olimpija players trying to claim there was goal interference there, but clearly wasn't. Rovat here has the chance to tie the game, which he does. Just under 2.5 minutes left in the third here. They are all tied up at 43. It's Patrick Auda. Draws the foul. 3-point play possibility here for Auda. Radulovic. He's not been on the court long. Makes his first meaningful contribution. There's Battle. Couple of minutes to go. A lovely pass. And there was all the right composure there from Bubnic, but he couldn't execute the finish. He knows that's a missed opportunity. Bubnic just not really having the best day in the field. None from 5 so far. Still hasn't got his first points on the board. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Rosa Radom up by 2. Punter goes for the 2 himself. And takes his personal tally up to 17. Been a little bit quieter from him in this second half so far. And he's made such a big contribution. Any Rosa player in double figures. 17 points and a couple of rebounds. Battle. Olympia needs some points here. Bubnic for 3. Still he can't get anything to go. Oliver with the rebound. That's good work from Devin Oliver. Not a miss there from Bubnic, but there was the foul. Oliver made the 2 and gets the chance for the 3-point play. Stoyanovski's 3rd foul of the game. He does make it. 1-point game. Oliver with 7 points and 4 rebounds now. A little more meaningful contribution from him. As Punter puts up another 2. This one's no good. It's going to come to Harrow. Back to Punter. Floats up another 2-point attempt, and this one is good. Battle goes for the 3. It's no good, and Harrow underneath it, trying to claim the rebound. A foul called here against Harrow. Referee just having a word with Radulovic as well. So tussling with Zaitsev. And timeout is called. And 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There's a Radom up by 3, 49-46.
to keep both feet on the line. Don't open. Don't open. Stand. No, don't open. Don't reach. Don't reach. And you guys, keep fast them because they're gonna play for good on him. Hey, reach. Reach on him. Hey, last possession. Play short. Hey, when Hunter gets the ball, keep it tight. Help team.
So 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rosa Radom with 3 points up at the halfway stage. It's been turned over though. One back by Sannon. Here is Oliver. Battle did well to get away. Gets the pass out to the corner. 3-point attempt is good. And we're tied up here once again. And what a final quarter this could be. Punter. Harrow needs to get the shot away. He's got it back to Punter. Puts up a huge three. Not quite good enough. And we are tied going into the final period of play here. 49 apiece. 3-pointer from Bubnic. His first points of the game. Right at the end there. Tying it up at 49 all. Olimpija edging that third quarter. What will the final 10-minute period have in store for us? Can Rosa get that second win? Or will it be a third win on the road for Olimpija as they look to finish their campaign on a high?
Before you make a dribble, predict what they're going to play.
That's a fascinating conclusion here. Certainly can't accuse these two sets of players of not playing for this final game, given that there's effectively nothing at stake. Pride is enough for these players to go for it and try and get the win. Although Petrol Olimpija will miss out on top 4 finish or even a top 6 finish, regardless of what happens here. If they can get the win, do the double over Petrol Olimpija, they'll have a 5-9 record for the regular season, which, given the strength of this group, is not a bad return. Some good wins in that run. Two wins at home against Strasbourg. And of course against Rosa Radom, Estudiantes and Medi Beirut, the two teams they beat on the road. As we get underway in the final passage of play here, final 10-minute period. Battle with the pass, and there's the finish. An Olimpija edge in front. Radulovic getting his first points of the night. Takes Olimpija past the 50-point mark. Zegzua. Just a few seconds remaining here. Zegzua. Rebound well claimed by Radulovic. Is it going to be the fourth quarter heartbreak again for Rosa Radom? So often they've been in the game going into the final quarter, but come away with nothing. Battle. Oliver could be a danger man in the remaining minutes. He finds Battle with the behind the back pass to Bubnic. And Battle goes for the huge three. It all came to nothing in the end. He didn't get the shot away in time. More turnovers from Olimpija in this game, but a a great deal of difference in truth. This is Harrow. Segzua. Fraser. He got away from him there. Segzua. Passing to Zaitsev and to Fraser. He's done it again. Ties the game once more. Fraser throwing it down. Bubnic. And there was Fraser in the way. Having a big say at both ends of the court. His first block. It's a big one to deny. Bubnic. Here is Bubnic again. Radulovic. Now battle. He goes for the three. And Bubnic with a follow. Can't get it to go. It's in the hands of Zaitsev. 2 minutes gone in the final quarter. Bojanovski. Oh, Fraser. Smacked out of his hands. It's still with Rosa Radom though. And Harrow. 5 on the shot clock. Bojanovski with time to take aim for the three. Harrow has it again. Looks for Bojanovski, who puts it up and in. Good spot by Harrow. Rosa back in front, but only by 2. Really nice pass that from Harrow. Bubnic. Hook shot, no good. Claimed by Fraser. Moved it quickly here. The foul's been called. Zaitsev will go to the line. Oliver has been penalised here. Makes the first one. And the second as well from Zaitsev. Four-point lead, 6 from 8 from the free throw line for the home team. Battle. Roberts. He went to ground, but went to ground rather late. No infringement according to the official. Here's Harrow. Gets the pass away to Bojanovski. Harrow again. This is Zaitsev. Zaitsev with a long 2. It's good. Rosa Radom open up a 6-point lead. Almost 3.5 minutes played in this final quarter, and he was just given time there to put up the long 2. Moves his personal tally up to 9. And more importantly, his side now lead by 6, 57-51.
Hey, again, we give them too many possessions by easy. Stupid mistakes in offense, and we don't talk in defense. Come on, no foul. Make a fucking foul.
Ryan. Look around, line. Ryan pass the ball. Beat him. Go to set a screen for Igor. Igor to the basket. Hey, Ryan go on the other side. And Mike, after look, Ryan, when you say first pick, say second pick for Phil. Okay? Ale szukamy tutaj Igora na If you don't have it on the screen. All right? No! Stop.
So here's Oliver. He gets it and goes for the three. It's no good, taken by Harrow. Yeah, trying to turn this around. Rosa will feel that the victory is within their grasp here. Two-point attempt missed, but it comes out to Harrow. Can he make the three from here? He can't. The follow from Zaitsev still won't go. Sanon who claimed it in the end. Several chances here for Rosa Radom to increase that advantage. Eventually Sanon doing enough. And Matic looking a little anxious here. Side down by 6. They're going to end their Basketball Champions League campaign on a high. We've got some work to do here in the closing minutes. Oh, nice little pass. Opportunity passed up there by Hrovat. Looked for all the world as if it was going to be an easy two. Battles the man who's been penalised here. Unsportsmanlike foul there from Taylor Battle. That's the call. And Harrow making just 1 from 2. It's increased the lead to 7 here. Shegzua finds a way in. Nice pass to Fraser. He draws the foul. Morgan, once again, second foul for him. No complaints at all from Morgan. Fraser's misses first free throw. 6 rebounds, 4 points for Fraser so far. He does make the second here. There's Oliver for Olimpija. Trail by 8, just over 5 minutes left. Another foul called here. Zexua, the man penalised this time. Zaitsev, I beg your pardon, that the official has pointed out on here. A little over 5 minutes to go, as I say. 8 points the lead for Rosa Radom. Only win in the regular season so far came against Banvit. Low scoring, 1-point victory in week 5. As the 3-point attempt goes up and it's good. Hrovat making amends for missing that much easier chance a few moments ago. Nails this 3. Olimpija have turned it over again as Sanon is denied by Fraser. It's a huge block. And this is Harrow now for Rosa Radom into the corner for Bojanovski to go for the 3. And Hrovat comes away with it. And looking to move it quickly to Morgan, and he's denied by Fraser, but it's a foul. End-to-end stuff there. Fraser with his third foul, and Morgan with a chance to add to his 13 points. Something we haven't seen in a while is him getting on the scoreboard. Add to the double-double he's already secured. Not much doubt about the foul there. Morgan making both of those. Suddenly it's only a 3-point lead for Rosa. Punter. Kevin Punter and Jordan Morgan could well have the big say here in the closing moments of the game, as Fraser just made sure that was on its way in. Threatening to bounce out here. Great play by Harrow. Harrow may well have been able to claim that, but Fraser just making sure. 3-point attempt is no good, but it's won back by Oliver. And here is Jan Span for Olimpija. Oliver, it's a loose pass. More frustration here. Hrovat is down at the moment. Hrvat's been such an important player for Olimpija in this Champions League campaign. 9 points tonight. Slight delay here. 3.5 minutes to go. Just wonder whether he's going to be able to carry on tonight. May have been the last we've seen of him. Just see him there grabbing the top of his leg around the knee area, just above the knee. As they felt something, might be a muscle injury. In which case, it's the end of his night. Didn't look too good as he was being helped off the court. Harrow, Zaitsev, it's no good, and Battle claims the rebound. Far from done here, Rosa Radom. And they hold on to this. Second win of the season. Battle. Gets it back from Morgan. Battle again. Running out of options. Span has to go for the three from a long way out. And Šimkiewicz did really well. Auda will get it back here. Great play. Punter picked him out and Auda finished it. Super fast break here from Rosa Radom. Just adds a little bit of a cushion. Patrick Auda into double figures as there's a bit of a collision there, and it's come back to Punter, who makes the two. 21 points for him tonight. And that is a big 30 seconds or so for Rosa Radom, who now lead by 9. And they have just over 2 minutes to try and secure a rare victory in this competition.
Igor, see here. Ryan and Szymek.
A couple of great passages of play for the Polish side. And the build up to that timeout. Much needed points on the board for a team who've certainly struggled to finish games well. It's been in the closing stages that things have fallen apart for them in the past. So that little bit of quality to see the games out. They lead by 9 here with 2 minutes left. Next minute or so will be absolutely crucial for them, and they've turned it over again. This is Harrow. Can he get the pass away? Finds Auda, who draws the foul. Budnic not convinced. Patrick Auda here has the chance to extend the lead. Sportsmanlike foul that's been called here. Rosa Radom can start to build a really big lead considering how little time's left. 2 from 2 from Auda. It's an 11-point lead. Sienkiewicz. Trying to go all the way himself. Oh, he's managed to get the pass away. And there's a big rejection from Oliver to deny Auda. Almost turned over there again. Now to Span. Here's Battle. Moving it quickly here. Oh, and it's stolen. And this will be an easy 2 for Sienkiewicz. Just overplayed it there, Olimpija. And nobody could stop Sienkiewicz going all the way that time. 13 points the difference. And the home fans know now that the game is almost up. It's been turned over again. Olimpija really haven't managed the last couple of minutes well, and they've let what was looking like a really tight game get away from them a bit. Harrow gets it out to Punter, who makes it. What a big 3 from Kevin Punter. That just about seals it. It looks comfortable on the scoreboard now, but it's only really the last couple of minutes where it's got away from Olimpija. As Morgan hooks in another 2. Decent night on a personal level for him, a double-double. And only 20 seconds left here. And Olimpija are not going to do too much to try and win this back. Gonna have to take a shot on at some point. There's this slight difference between the shot and game clock here. Oh, Kevin Punter makes a huge 3 to seal the win for Rosa Radom in style. 75-58, Rosa Radom getting their second win in the Basketball Champions League regular season. They do finish bottom of Group C with Olimpija finishing just above them, but a nice way to go out in front of their own fans here. And Kevin Punter nailing a huge 3-pointer right at the end to finish on 27 points. Huge performance from him. What has been a difficult Basketball Champions League campaign for both of these sides comes to an end. The home side will finish bottom of the group with a 2-12 record. Visiting team with a 4-10 record in 7th place, just above them. Both sides knew they couldn't improve on their position coming into this game. And Rosa Radom get their first win since week 5. Only their second win of the regular season. 75-58. Looks a very comfortable score, but in truth it was really just that fourth quarter that made the difference. It was all tied up going into the fourth quarter at 26 points to 9. Rosa Radom dominated that final 10-minute period. I think the last 2 or 3 minutes, Olimpija just seemed to surrender a little bit. They kept it tight for a while. Kevin Punter certainly enjoyed himself out there tonight. 27 points for him. Fraser played an important role as well. 7 points and 7 rebounds. Zaitsev 9.6 rebounds. For Petrol Olimpija, well, not enough of the players really put on a performance tonight. Jordan Morgan, perhaps the exception. Double-double for him, 17 points, 12 rebounds. And 3 assists as well. Elsewhere, not a huge amount of contribution for Ovat, with 9 points, 7 points apiece for Oliver and Sanon. And Jan Span, 5 points, 4 rebounds. 4 assists rather, and a couple of rebounds, but not really enough for Petrol Olimpija tonight. Rosa Radom, who have struggled throughout this competition, secure only their second win. Remember, it was just a 1-point win over Banvit back in week 5 that prevented them having an unwanted record in this Basketball Champions League campaign. But they've secured their second win tonight. Little moments to admire from Petrol Olimpija, but overall it was the home side who thoroughly deserved their win. They started the better of the two. They just showed that little bit more hunger and desire in the fourth quarter, where they really ran away with it. Kevin Punter, well, what a performance from him. 5 three-pointers, 27 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds as well. Played 28.5 minutes. It was his shooting really that guided Rosa Radom to this win. Not quite as good a season as they would have hoped for, having qualified for the regular season, beating Antwerp in the final qualifying round. They managed 3 wins in last season's regular season and finished bottom of the group. They're bottom of the group again. This time with just the 2 wins. It was a really tough group, and there are still games going on to determine exactly who is going to finish on top, or who is going to make it through in that top 4. 5 teams battling for 3 spots, and nothing has been decided yet. There are a couple of minutes to go in all 3 of those games, but it's all over here in Radom. And the Polish side, Rosa Radom, coming out on top. Their second win in the Basketball Champions League season. They've beaten Petrol Olimpija by 75 points to 58.